What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Big Man Report. Now, today mambo ni mingi, lakini nataka tuongee kuhusu only two stories that have happened in this country that I think they are newsworthy. Wajua sisi wale watu wa kupatia news zote bana. Ukitaka news hizo ndefu ende uangalie huko masijui ma Citizen, ma NTV, vitu zenye hazina maana. Hapa tunakupatia to the only pivotal information for our country. Ama namna gani? So, nilikama across video ya mdem na nikataka kujua what she's talking about. Abu tusikize.
Ndindi, what was that? Ndindi is those guys that promise you good game as a girl that they're gonna deliver. Wanakuchocha, wanakutengenezea nyumba, wanakupeka drink. Kifika wakati wa kuperform. What was that?
Sasa sunasikia umdema anauliza Ndindi Nyoro, what was that? Mimi nikajiuliza, Ndindi Nyoro is my guy. Kama kuna mtu mwenye anakuwa nimeheshimu kwa hii political game ni Ndindi Nyoro, because umse hajaituangusha. Of course, okay, I mean alituangusha kidogo hapo hivyo kwa finance bill last year, lakini si yake. Si tunajua tu watu they are spoon fed by the government what to do even in parliament. We know that the government is holding the parliament hostage, so hatuwezi blame sana. But my guy Ndindi Nyoro ni msee najua aize niangusha. So vile madam alisema ati Ndindi Nyoro.
Ndindi, what was that? Ndindi is those guys that promise you good game as a girl that they're gonna deliver. Wanakuchocha, wanakutengenezea nyumba, wanakupeka drink. Kifika wakati wa kuperform. What was that? Ndindi.
Sasa tunaona si uko na mimi nikaingia pale VX mbio so unajua X ndo tunapatanga news zetu ndo nikaona kumbe Ndindi Nyoro alikuwa na kitu inaitwa press briefing ama press nini inaitwa press nini kitu jamani, let's just say ni press briefing. And first of all, let us all agree for a normal member of parliament to have so many microphones. Inchi ilikuwa anataka kujua mseni anataka kusema. The country must have been hungry for Ndindi Nyoro. The country really wanted to know what will Ndindi Nyoro say. Because Ndindi Nyoro naye amenyamaza for a while. You do realize Ndindi Nyoro hajaiongea tangu Rigathi Gachagua atemwe. Hajaisema anything. And last week tunajua alitemwa from the committee, sijui ni ya budgeting ama ni nini, alitupwa nje vibaya sana na someone else took over. So people really wanted to know what Ndindi Nyoro had to say. Na mimi being your humble servant nikaingia tena huko ndani kabisa nditni, nikataka kujua Ndindi ulisema nini kwa hii press briefing. Lakini hii ndo story ya kwanza nilipatana nayo. Nikajiuliza, are we serious? As a people, are we serious? Hebu sikiza hii story.
You continued serving as the chair for budget. My name is Stephen Leto, citizenship. If you continued serving as the budget chair, will you allocate in the 2025-2026 financial year 72 billion shillings for chapati?
Let me take a few more. Yes, my brother.
It really shows you how much unserious we are as a people. As Kenya tu tunakuanga tu unserious. Wewe umepewa chance ya kusimama mbele ya Ndindi Nyoro, the man, the myth, the legend. Unamuuliza kuhusu bilioni 72 ya chapati. Are you joking? But nikakuja kurealize kuna vitu more important alikuwa anaongelea. So these are some of other things zenye aliongelea. So mnakumbuka last week vile hao manyanga wawili walikuwa wamemuingilia so mnakumbuka vile walikuwa wamemroast. This is what he had to do. What he had to say about them.
And therefore, in terms of what was said and whoever said it last week in parliament, I would not be provoked to answer evil with evil. Neither will I be provoked to answer an insult with insult. Time answers many things. time answers so many things. I mean, if I allege, for example, if I come here and allege Kajim here is actually not from Kenya, and I say, no, I have evidence, he's actually not from Kenya. Only time. He may not need to say much. The truth and the facts have a way of outliving words. And I hold no grudge against anyone. It is too burdensome to carry any hatred. It is too heavy to carry any ill will against anyone. I mean, you can only do that to the advantage of the people who calculate to make you wander from your path.
You guy, you know, wacha tuongee ukweli, sisi wote ni binadamu. We are human beings, yes? And we've been provoked before by people who we really disagreed on some things, yeah? Mimi huwa najiuliza, na nataka nijiulize vizuri sana. Ndindi Nyoro, are you really telling me that you will be in the same parliament as Kimani Machungwa and Junet Mohammed? That you're going to be in the same parliament, you're going to joke together, you're going to laugh together, bila any heavy heart. Hii kazi mimi siwezi. Let's be, hii kazi mimi siwezi. Bro, mi ukanitoa hivyo na kuwekea grudge, bro. Amina hapana, kuna grudge. There is grudge. But it seems you're more stronger emotionally than most of us, clearly. Kitu ingine yenye Ndindi Nyoro pia aliongea kuhusu ni mambo ya rigiji. Na hivi ndo alisema.
Maybe for clarity's sake, the last discussion I had with the president of the country, the last political discussion, either a chat or a discussion as it were, was before October of last year. And I would not want, and you permit me to do that, not to discuss any further about any leader, because as you are all aware, I stopped serving in my position. It's barely a week. I also need to understand many things before I talk, because I believe as a leader, I mean, I lead people. There are people who look up to us as leaders. And therefore, even when you see that I am not answering some questions, it's not because I can't answer them. I believe you have covered me previously, and you know for sure that, respectively, in this world, I only fear God. So whatever I need to say, I have no reservation of saying. But also, we are given wisdom to say when to say, how to say it. And I believe we are here in Kenya. We'll keep interacting. If there is more to be said, if there is more to be clarified, we are around.
In short, Ndindi Nyoro, bro, hakutoa any juice. Hakutoa any juice. Unajua, no wonder madam alikuwa anasema hivi.
Ndi, what was that?
Ukisikia tena.
Ndindi, what was that? These those guys that promise you good game as a girl that they're gonna deliver. Wanakuchocha, wanakutengenezea nyumba, wanakupea ka drink. Kifika wakati wa kuperform. What was that?
Ile kitu hakusema ni kwamba tunawekelea Ndindi Nyoro. I want to defend Ndindi Nyoro because Ndindi Nyoro did not promise to give you political juice. We all wanted to know what his view is on Rigathi Gachagwa's impeachment. We all wanted to know what his view is on how William Samoei Ruto is running this government. We all wanted to know his view on the handshake between Raila Amolo Odinga and William Samoei Ruto. We also wanted to know what he thinks about the Murima politics. All those things are things that we wanted to know. But I remember very vividly. Ni vile usina hiyo clip. Akianza hii pressa, alisema vizuri sana. I know there are things that you'd like me to speak about, but also there are things that I've called you here to speak about. Let us be very, let us come to a point that we are going to get, that we are not going to disappoint each other. I am here to tell you about the things that I called you here to tell you, not the things that you so want to know from me. So, Ali keep it very clear. But as the last video, kuna kitu alisema kuhusu why he's been so silent. And I found it very interesting. Wacha tusikie hiyo as the last one.
As a leader, the things you want to engage in. And respectively, as I say so, if I ask you as my brothers and sisters who are here, I ask you what Kibaki told anyone in the year 2008 when he was president. You'd hardly remember. You'd have to go to your files to check what Kibaki said. But if you travel through or on Thika Road Superhighway, you don't need to remember anything Kibaki said. You see it with your own eyes. So me, I believe that, yes, we have to talk as leaders because you have to explain where you are going, where you've come from. I mean, you cannot lock yourself in a room. You have to talk. But in many instances, I find that what is far-reaching and what is permanent and what is objective is more what you do than what you say. And therefore,
Very nice. In short, Ndindi Nyoro said, mimi si mtu wa kuyap. Na sita yap sana. Najua mnataka ni yap, but sita yap. Instead, I'm going to work. I'm going to put my head down and I'm going to work. And when time comes, of course, hizi ni vitu zenye Ruto hizi relate. So unajua, he's all about less work, more talk. Ndindi anasema, me, I'm going to work without talking. When time comes for you to decide, you're going to look at what I've done. You're not going to listen at what I'm going to be saying. You're going to look at what I've done and you will be convinced of the kind of leader that I am. And for that, yeah, that is the story about Ndindi Nyoro. I want us to go to another story that I found very interesting. Please, bear with me as I tell you about the story of the one and the only Susan Kihika.
The WRC rally is happening this week in Nakuru County. It's a very strategic international spot. I mean, it's bringing both local and international tourism in Nakuru County. But we are very worried because, of course, our governor, and it is within her right to go for maternity leave. I mean, you guys, if I had all the money in the world, why would I give birth in Kenya when I know the health services and the health sector is shitty? I would fly myself out of this country and go give birth outside. We've not seen the Cabinet Minister of Interior tell us what they are planning to manage traffic along the Nakuru-Nairobi Highway, the Maimahio Road. Are they giving us an alternative of the old Kijabe Road? The least you can do, guys, is just maram that road. How are they going to manage wastage? How are they going to manage health emergency services? How are they going to manage security? How are they going to manage and ensure that the local hotel industry and the SMEs along in both Naivasha and Nakuru County benefit from this, and there's actually money circulation? Who is in charge of Nakuru County when the governor is out? Who? Yo.
That's a very good question. FYI, according to but I want to bring in our political reporter, Mr. Moses. But even before that, FYI, I feel like we have not really understood this thing about Susan Kihika. Because I once heard Tabitha, the senator for Nakuru, complain about the absence of Susan Kihika from the county. But I didn't think it was that serious. Mister, what is happening in Nakuru?
Sasa unajua huko Nakuru County. Gavana yao nasikia anafanyaga kazi remotely. Huyo ndio gavana huko Nakuru County. Nakuru County by the way. Na gavana wetu nasikia ana work remotely. Yeye alihama anakaaga America. Na kulingana na fununu za street huku chini ni kuwa alienda kuzalia America kwa sababu Nakuru hakukuwa na mahospitali mzuri ambazo anaweza zalia. Hata ile mzuri nasikiaga ilikuwa huko aliterrorize, akatuma guns makajo waende waifuge waifanyie sijui nini, akaiharibu pale wa mama wakwetu wanaweza enda wazae comfortably, kwa sababu yeye alijua ako na pesa enough za kukata ticket na akona dual citizen ya kuwa yeye ni Mkenya na pengine ni citizen wa Amerika. So yeye hana time na watu wa Nakuru. Yeye ni na vote zenu na nini, hiyo ni mambo zenu, yeye haimconcern. So yeye ako very comfortable huko Amerika, pahali mahospitali ni mzuri, pahali anazaa vizuri na watoto wake wanapata citizenship mzuri ya huko Amerika. Let me tell you voters wa Nakuru, sometimes some things require mufikirie sana. So the lady after says he is not even concerned about you. That's why Nakuru unaona there is nothing happening on the ground. There is nothing, literally nothing. Because ikiwa the leader, mtu anastahili kuwa anaongoza the county, hayuko Kenya, alienda sijui last year. Alienda last year. Nasikia alienda last year. Yeah, kwa America ameza ana enjoy maisha huko at the expense yenu nyinyi.
Okay. So many things have been said. And of course, I'm going to bring more people to shed more light on this story. But someone said that electing a female leader is a very risky job. One, because the leadership roles or duties might overwhelm the person. And number two, the nature of a woman would actually come and overwhelm the woman. Maybe when they are in their monthly, I don't know, time off, ama sijui tunaitaje, the menses, ama when they actually need to actually give birth. All these things, if someone would bring them up, we would consider that person a chauvinist, a male chauvinist. Oh, we are not giving women equal rights. Oh, we are so discriminatory against the women. Oh, we do not believe in women empowerment. Oh, so many stories. But when now these things happen in real life, when a woman has not been present to run her own county, and then, do you know Nakuru County? Do you know how big Nakuru County is? Not even in terms of like geography, but like it's Nakuru County, bro. You know, the lady here is talking about how strategic that event is. The
WRC rally is happening this.
WRC rallies.
Week in Nakuru County, and it's a very strategic international sport. I mean,
a very strategic international sport. So this is a county that is handling not only things that would affect the locals, but also like internationally, you know. So if these rallies come to the county of Nakuru, they are bringing even dollars, you know, like is one of the ways to maybe even increase the tourism of the county. So it is only right to be to believe that that place or like the leadership of the county needs to be present. But now you are left wondering, because now she's gone out, what is really happening there? Let's bring in one more person to speak on the issue before the senator herself speaks on what is happening.
Nakuru. My people from Nakuru County. Mnajua governor wenyu wako wapi? Do you know where your governor is? Mmemuona for how many months hajakuwa? Mnajua your county government is being run by the county secretary. Na ule jamaa ule mwingine, ule mzee wa huyo mwenye walikosana na unajua governor wenyu saizi yako wapi? Kuna uvumi. I'm not good in Swahili. Is it rumors ni uvumi na Kiswahili? Okay, kuna whatever uvumi that your governor is in US. Na amekuwa US. Mnajua governor wenyu inasemekana anafanya nini? Alienda kujifungua. Your governor has spent quite a good time in US. Actually, I think I spent more years. Mali amefika spent more years in US than in Kenya. Do you know your governor anakuwa na do you call both citizenship ya US and Kenya?
Oh, I didn't know that. So the governor really has a dual citizenship. I also feel like if you have a dual citizenship, you should not hold a public office because you have a place to run to in case you mess this country. Those people, they should actually, it should be a disqualification. IEBC kiangalia papers zako hivi, you notice you have a dual citizenship, out. Cause unaweza kimbia, unaweza mess tu hapa na ukimbia uanze kuishi kwa hiyo nchi nyingine bro. You know?
Sasa gavana wenyu alienda kujifungulia wapi? Kujifungulia US. If the rumors as they go are true, atake mtoto wake akuwe Mkenya, anaenda kujifungulia huko ndio mtoto akuwe United States of America citizen. Meanwhile, huku Nakuru kazi inaendelea aje? Anyway, just was by the way. Gavana wenyu wako US.
Wow, interesting. So, you're telling me that this lady went to the US to give birth there so that even the kid that is going to be born should have dual citizenship. I wonder why someone would do that. Is it because they see that this country is on the verge of being messed up, of being completely destroyed and turned into a banana country, and that's why they would like their children to have an exit plan in case this country burns? Is that a reason? Does that at all ring a bell to be a reason why someone would do such a thing? Because I strongly believe that could be something that would actually influence someone to make such a decision. But let us speak to the senator. Senator, what up?
I think as senators we should come up with a law where if you are elected as a governor, if you are elected as a president of this country, you should not be allowed to go out of the country to seek for medical services or treatment. The reason is our governor had the audacity to tell the chief of staff to write a memo to the Nakuru County people and say that she has gone to America to give birth. Well, our women in Nakuru County are giving birth on the roadside. We have an incident even yesterday, not even far. Yesterday, a woman from Kurusoi South, from Maro Ward, gave birth in the roadside. Women had to strip their clothes, shouting, saying, "You, Susan, you are Excellency, our governor, you went to America to give birth, and you left us here in Nakuru County with no medical equipment." They should be, if you can become a governor or a president of this country, which senators come up with a law where they are all, told to ensure that the hospitals are properly equipped with the medicines and all the infrastructure, and to ensure that they have the human resource on medical, and to ensure the hospitals are functional, and to ensure the quality of the services can meet their status. So,
okay, I want to say a couple of things about this woman. First of all, she's very passionate, very passionate about what she's speaking about. Number two, you do realize that you are also a senator. So if I were you, I would have prepared the bill. Is that a bill? Am I a law? I don't know. Whatever you guys do up there, and table it. Say, I'm bringing this so that any governor, as a matter of fact, not governor, any leader in this country, any political leader who gets into office is banned. They cannot go outside there to seek for medical attention, because you cannot leave us here suffering from this, very bad health facilities, and then you go over there and you're getting A+, like the best, the A-star medical services. It is very bad. It is something that is actually disgusting. So I would rather Tabitha Karanja, the senator for Nakuru, next time, instead of coming and accusing your fellow woman of doing this, table the motion. Let us see something, because now you're telling people, and that will never take place because you're just yapping. You two, you're just yapping. But in all honesty, I do feel like we should really reconsider when giving women positions of leadership. I know people are going to come for my neck, but my neck is open. You can attack however you want. You can attack it. I stand by my word that women leadership, women in power, it should not be a common thing in this country. Let us give them the positions that require emotional intelligence, but not logic. Because what we are seeing here is a lot of emotions, like going there so that, your child also becomes a US citizen, but zero logic. Because zero logic would dictate that people will know that you've gone to America to give birth, and of course they're going to be pissed at you because you are not doing the best thing that you should do for them as a county. Otherwise, that has been the report. Make sure you like and you subscribe.